right. Happy weekend eve. I guess we'll just start getting started. I don't think anybody's going to be joining me tonight. I don't have any agenda on what to talk about. I'm just going to be drawing OCs, and we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. What have you been watching? What do you want to bitch about? Whatever. Turn that off. Let's see. I've got a couple OCs to pick from. I'm just going to start off with one. See, so this one was set to be by Michael Rice. It appears to be his D&D character, a Branché Dutonvalier. I wonder if I said that right. Probably not even close. He's a high elf swashbuckler, rogue, and nobleman. Young for an elf in his 50s. Yeah, elves are pretty long-lived from what I understand, right? So he's a puppy. Comes from a long line of powerful sorcerers, wizards, and warlocks, but lacks the ability his family's famous for. So instead of studying magic, he took up swordplay and fencing. So he's a swashbuckler. That's kind of like Aeroplane and Nightcrawler from the X-Men. And then, so this is what he looks like normally, I guess. And then this is him as a Drowsu. Basically, when a light elf becomes a drow or a dark elf. More psychotic in this iteration than the high elf version. Okay. So that's the background they have on him. La Branché Dutonvalier. Scourge Los Reese. I guess it looks like there's a chibi version of him too. And then he has a split personality, so he speaks to this mask that he carries. So this is him holding. Kind of hard to see the mask here, but I get it's the mask. And all glory. Well, that's him with the mask on. Okay, I got it. Oh no, wait, that's somebody bitching him out. It's a breast. It's a girl. Sorry. Okay. So split personality, talks to the mask. Maybe we should do kind of a dual thing. Maybe a bust with this and this head behind it. Something like that. What do you think? All right. I don't know. We'll just go for it. So I do these OC streams occasionally, and I'll try to put out a notice in advance asking for people's OCs, one per person, stuff like that. And I do them because they give me, I do conventions a couple times a year, and you never know what people are going to throw at you at the convention or character or, draw my girlfriend or whatever. So doing these kind of streams kind of just keeps me in that kind of mode. All right. I'm just using this for reference, but let's see. So, high elf. Well, he said he's got a kind of a pronounced chin there, so we'll tip that out a bit. And I'm just gonna stick with markers tonight because I can do those quicker than I can like watercolors or anything else. And I like the way the ears are on his elves because, most of the elves I tend to draw have the ears like this, but then you got those I don't know, those crazy elves that have the ears that are way out there. These are kind of simple. Darren says, as a comic reader, I have a lot of experience creating OCs. Okay. Darren does the Gunman comics and the what's the other one? What's the other one, Darren? Gunman and then he's also got some pros up on Amazon. That's Darren Trinidad in the chat section. Let's see. Now he's a swashbuckling elf nobleman. So let's try and give him some like noble attitude. We give him like a cocked eye, like the Rock maybe. And this is the other thing about the OC streams. You'll see my thinking process as I go. I don't have anything planned out when I start the streams other than this is my character reference sheet. So I've got like other characters I'm going to be drawing later. Hopefully, we'll see how much time and energy I have as I go along. Let's see. He's got a rounded, basing this on this. He's got kind of a rounded bridge, so we'll try and do that a little bit. Justice, and Justice Vengeance. That's Darren's other comic. Thanks, Darren. So, looking at two different styles here. So this is definitely more on like an anime style. It's more of a comic style or a Western cartoon style. I'm trying to figure out. So I think that's supposed to be the button nose kind of thing. Like that would be that right there, and then these are the actual nostrils. Flatten that eye out a bit. And then, should I make his eyes more slanted? Or, I guess I can do that. We'll exaggerate them out a bit. Just kind of a casual hairstyle here. If he has anything I want to talk about, we can talk about it. I've been watching The Rings of Power. I've been watching She-Hulk. I've been watching Star Trek Lower Decks. He looks like he's kind of slender, right? So we'll keep him. I won't give him like huge lats or anything. They tend to draw superhero characters, you know, the Hulk and stuff like that. So I don't want to make him too beefy. Let's see. I like this cape. You get the clasp or the hasp or whatever you want to call this thing kind of peeking out on the other side. And then I'm not sure if this is a scarf or part of this jacket maybe, but he seems to have like a piled collar or maybe a scarf. Not sure either way. We'll just kind of build it in there. And then we'll let it cover the thing on this side. And then, let's see, kind of looks like, so I'm going to call this red as part of this jacket. And then it looks like there's a collar cape kind of combination on the jacket itself. Like a duster jacket. I'm not sure exactly, you know. This is the other fun thing about doing other people's characters, you know, unless they tell you exactly what stuff is, it's like you're trying to interpret what they were going for. And sometimes you succeed and sometimes you don't. I won't know until after the fact if I'm close for Michael Rice's character here, unless he decides to hop in and comment. I don't expect anybody to do that. That's going to be yellow. This is yellow. And then he said he's a swashbuckler, so I wonder if I should give a hint of a rapier or something. Just for some character, right? Let's see, on guard, right? Let's see. So we can have like the hint of a big pommel down here. I'm not even gonna have to draw the details. I just want the hint of it to kind of remind people, hey, this guy is handy with a sword or a cutlass or a saber or whatever you hand him that's sharp and pointy. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Is this red in the background? Is that part of the pommel? Or is that part of his outfit through the pommel? I think it says it's part of the pommel. So we can actually do that. Kind of draw the red tiger stripe thing in the pommel. Okay. And his tunic below this red jacket, a little lower dipped. Okay, so I think that's good for the base character. All right, we can maybe give the hint of the collar on the cuffs and the leather. So do that, and then we'll do this crazy character behind him too. And again, because I don't want to draw exactly what, you know, I don't want to just copy what was sent to me. We'll see if we can turn the head up, maybe like he's laughing. Let's try and give that crazy. Let's see. Now, here's the same character, even though he's got that split personality. So the features can't be horribly off, or way different, I should say. We can turn the head more, and we'll squint the eyes. And since he's laughing, we'll cackling, maybe you want to say. We'll bring the lip up closer to the nostril. Trying to visualize kind of through. And I thought, let's see, we should probably integrate the mask in here too. So maybe we can put the mask like right here, the hint of the mask. And the mask has the curved eyes. I'm just going to kind of draw through to see if I would see the eyes on that side. I'm going to say no. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where the cutouts are on the mask. Because it looks like this piece is solid. It looks like this might be cut out right here. If I'm reading the mask right. We're going to keep the eyes closed, like a really hearty laugh, right? Okay. And then when he's in this other form, he seems to have wilder hair, so that's something we can play with. No, you're not going to see, because the hair's a farther turn, you're not going to see the hair on that side, the ear on that side rather. I think when I do the inking on this top part, I won't use a black. I'll use like a gray, so that it doesn't come off as bright. And let's see if we got a 5 handy, or 1 is too thick, 3 is too thin. There's a gray though. The drumming music. Super drawing. So 1. And there's a 5. So there's a 5. Should be good. All right. Remember, I'm trying to do a few of these, so I want to spend like an hour or 2 hours drawing one character. Gives them a little bit of attitude, right? You're not really drawing with like prominent lips, so I don't want to go too crazy with the lips. I'm taking a break tonight to do some drawing. And, probably when I'm done streaming, I'll go watch Hocus Pocus 2. You notice I don't always ink exactly on my pencil lines. Sometimes I'll realize I need to move stuff on the fly. So you see I originally had the hair maybe an eighth of an inch in, but kind of made the back of his skull a little shallow rather. So I figured I'd add a little more hair on the fly right there. Hey, Nobu. Nobu says, Aroha. How you doing, Nobu? Are you doing any of the upcoming conventions, Nobu? Let's see. There's something on the clasp for his cape. Let me see if I can see what it is on the big screen. Let's see. Scroll up, scroll down. Oh, where is he? Go to the Facebook page to get the reference. Excuse me. Sorry about the hiccup. He says he's doing some craft fairs coming up. Let's see. That was on the KawaiiCon fan group page. Aloha Razu. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on right now looking at the screen. Okay. KawaiiCon. Let's see. Scroll down. I'm trying to see if I can. There's some kind of pattern or something on the cape clasp. I'm just trying to see if I can get a better idea what it is. Open image in a new tab so I can zoom in. And not a pattern. It looks. They look like lemons almost. Okay. It's a good thing I zoomed in. Okay, so we're going to have an upper half and a lower half. And then kind of a little nub, like a lemon. And then it looks like it's just kind of a raised disc in the middle. So I'm going to give a shadow underneath there to help it offset. Okay, go ahead and continue on with the cape. Cape comes around his collar. And then this will be the hint of the whatever this clasp is on the other side. All right, we'll rotate this and try and do a long blade here without a ruler. Collapsed a little bit at the end there. I mean, I could have broken out a little, but I wanted to have a little curve to the blade anyway, so. We're not drawing the full pommel, so we just have to hint this stuff down here. Kind of tiger pattern stripes inside the pommel. I really don't know what the pattern is. It's just kind of simulating whatever's going on in the pommel here. And then we're going to make a rounded thing right here to represent the leather collar cuff of his jacket. Okay, nice. So we're going to switch to a different color pen to ink those. And this is a cool green and a warm green. I just dropped my 5, which I'm going to want later. I don't have the most organized space. This is what I want to do with the, probably do with the warm gray. So this is the same size pen as this, but it's a warm gray instead of a black. It's not too bad. Now again, I'm going to make some judgment calls on this mask because the eyes are definitely cut out. So what you're going to see is I gotta kind of draw through so I can see. You got hair coming from here. You might see some hair right there. You might. You're not going to see any ear, I don't think. Yeah. So I think all you're going to see is the hair. I think that's all I'm going to show, and then this would just be cheek here. Okay. And this is not closed. Or not open, rather. Now, it doesn't look like the mask is closed or open at the bottom, so I have to imagine there's a piece of material right here at the bottom. So again, you're going to see his jawline coming through here. That's going to be hair. That's probably be his neck. Okay. So I've just got to remember. In fact, I'm just going to shade this just so I don't forget that these are the open areas. So. Give my eyebrows on the crazy version. So let's see. Just have the eyebrows. Eyebrow on this side is going to be hidden by the hair, so that's fine. The eyebrow on this side will be right here. I didn't really account for this, but this is a lower angle because his head's tilted up, so I need to have more of the nostril showing. So let's see if we can fix this on the fly right now real quick. Nuance the teeth a little bit here. Let's see. It wouldn't be curved so far up. I can pull his lip up, but I can't pull his teeth up. Teeth don't do that. His teeth are going to be there. And then with the gum line or the lip raised like that, then I would show possibly some of the gum line. That works. Kind of like we did with the upper teeth. We'll have to massage in. I'm trying to think where they're going to be quite as far slanted up as I had them. They're probably going to be closer to this range. So we can put the tongue maybe. The lower teeth are smaller than the upper teeth, so okay. Kind of looks like Aaron Yeager, huh? Continue on with the crazy hair. Depending on how far I get tonight, I may do the stream again tomorrow to do have some more characters. So I think I had a total of like 6 characters sent to me. And obviously I don't have that kind of time or energy for a single stream. Call that the inks. YR000 is usually my base for pale Caucasian skin. YR000, and then I've got YR00 to add in some shading value. And I should have I think it's a V95. Now, this is kind of weird. It's a great, but it makes for a good darker shadow on pale skin. Some stuff on my table. So those are my three kind of for drawing Caucasian characters. Again, starting off with the Y000 from the base. And then one thing you can do to help yourself out is like actually leave some white areas. So trying to figure out where the bright highlights will be. So I'm going to put an area on his nose. And I'll leave kind of an area right in his center of his brow. So that leaves you some pure white highlights. I can tell my pen is slowly dying. Shouldn't have to drag it this much to get the color down. So give me just a second here, and I'm going to put some ink in my pen. So YR000 should be close. So getting the hang of these new refill things. But the nice thing is I can see the body coming clear. So now the only thing is I've got to be careful when I refill. Sometimes they're overfilled. Make sure I'm not pulling up. Okay, we're good. And since it was kind of light the first time because the ink was drying out, I can actually use the same color layer to create some of the shading that will reinforce with other colors as well. But one thing I've learned with the Copics is layering. A lot of layering. So let's see. Now up here he's going to have a different skin color. I'll probably use cool grays up here because he's a drow or drow-ish. So let's figure out where we want the next round of shadows. And the next round of So this combination of the YR000 and the YR00 keeps a pretty nice warm tone to the skin. And then the V95, where you put your deeper shadows. And even though it's great, when you start going over these warmer colors, it almost comes like a brown. The flash. Side. And now he's got blonde hair. As both the drow and as the nobleman. I don't know if the color is intentional here, but he's like a bright blonde here, and he's like a pale blonde as a drow, or drow sue, whatever. Drow-sue, yeah. So I guess we can keep that. But let me grab a gray. I've got a gray that's not dead. What we'll do is this flesh tone up here. It's an N3. I wonder if I have an N3 refill. I might have screwed myself here by using N3. Let's see. N5, N1. Nope, looking good. Check the here is the C4, C3. Thankfully, I'm not too far down the space. Let me go to a C3. Where's my C3? Where's my C3? C3 should be close to an N3, so that's why I'm going to a C3. So as you can see, that was an N3 I started with, but it's dying on me. So I'm going to a C3 cool gray. And I haven't used a C3 in a while, so I'm pretty sure it's dried out. Pull that nib, put it over there. And this is one nice thing I like about Copics, is having all the refillings. Seriously. Okay, that's good enough. Cap that on this. It needs to come down in the nib. Another thing, because I just put some in. It's been a while since I've used this marker, so I wonder if I need to get to see through. Drop some on the nib itself to kind of revitalize it and soften it up a bit. A little darker than I wanted, but make it work. I'll add highlights in with the pencil, maybe. Once again, this pen has been unused for so long, the nibs are dried out, so they're not on the ink line. So to fix that, I have to put ink directly onto the nib to kind of revitalize the nib. But it works, so that's good. Using a C5 to create shadows on this. Again, this is kind of darker than I wanted to be because I ended up going to C instead of the neutral. Right through the ear, didn't I? Did you say nothing? I'm not sure what color that mask is supposed to be. I guess it's black, huh? Or really dark gray. So again, let's deal with this hair situation. I think this is probably good for the drow hair. I'm gonna get a brighter yellow. Here's more of almost a yellow. Do that for this. I can actually use this one as the shading for this, and then this will be the base color for that. Yeah, I'm going slower tonight than I thought I would. We only get to like 2 characters today at the rate I'm going. It's an hour. I'm kind of used to streaming for about 2. This actually looks like about the same color as his hair, so let's do that too. But for this one, we use like an orangish yellow for the shading. There. Use this yellow. Get some little life in the hair. This. I need to get some of the drink. Mask. It's a dark gray. So these were darker than I wanted, so I'm gonna have to go even darker. So let's try neutral 7. Okay, let's get the mask in neutral 7. And this is a lighter gray than the rest of the mask. I know on camera it probably looks black, but it's actually a dark gray. White pencils come in real handy on this part, I think. Bring out some of the details and the shading. I probably should have just stuck to one face for this character, and then would have made it go quicker, huh? I'll do a female character next, just to break up the. There's that. Go back to the M5. The cheek part of this. Trying to think how to what if I take a warm, like a really light warm gray over the gray of the skin, and I'm just trying to differentiate it from the mask a little bit. So we'll go over the whole face with a warm gray. It's actually lighting it up again, so that's not too bad. This might be a good idea after all. If nothing else, the warm gray in over the cool grays give it a very, very slight color shift. I don't even know if it shows up on camera well, but so I don't want this the gray of the mask to look like the gray of the skin. So I think that helps pull the skin away from the mask as far as tonal values. Okay, we'll grab a pencil. Try and I'm just pulling out some of the edges that are on the mask. Give it back some shape, hopefully, and to pull it away from the face behind it. Okay. I don't want these highlights to be too strong, but I do want some highlights in here. Where are all the peeps today, Guitar's ass? It's just me. This is just my stream today, Guitar. Sorry, you're stuck with me. It's I'm just drawing other people's OCs, so it's not really, I don't know, something to coalesce around. Guitar is an artist up in Canada. If you're on Twitch, you should check him out. Even if you're not on Twitch, go check him out. Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have come down this far. The red is this part. I just realized that when I came down here, because this should be part of the cake, which is the green. Jacket is red though. Okay. Mine's racing, trying to figure out how to fix that. Okay. Thankfully, I didn't go all the way across. And it's too dark for me to, sometimes if I accidentally come in with that, but if the color's light enough, I'll just color the whole thing with it, and then I'll go over with the color that should have been. And it will be slightly different than what was intended, but it won't be as obvious as like having a streak in your other color. This color is too dark for me to do that. I might be able to melt the ink a bit with another ink. I do that sometimes. So let's see what we can do to fix this. I'm gonna grab a light green. I'm gonna try and blend it out a bit. See if I can do this or not. So I'm putting a lot of ink down because I'm trying to pick up that red that's underneath it. And we're trying to make that red disappear. Not too bad. The only thing is you got to put a lot of ink down to get that. You see, for me to pull that red up, I got to put a lot of ink. But it can kind of be done. And then when I put a darker green there, I can kind of, cover up with like shadows. You can see that's not as obvious as I thought it might be. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to go with the light green, so that I can go with the darker green for shadows and stuff, and I'll try to cover up a little bit more even. That's one of the things about alcohol. Any alcohol marker brand, you should be able to do this technique where you can kind of reactivate it and blend it out a little bit. You can't get rid of it completely, but you can certainly make it less noticeable. Now here's the problem. I don't know if you see this in the yellow. I put down so much ink, it's starting to bleed, and it's picking up the red that was there, and it's bleeding it into the yellow. I'm not too worried about that, though. I can, once that dries a bit, I can come in and put some yellow back down to cover it back up. All right. I guess this is supposed to be flesh tone right here. Huh. Flesh tone above the white 2D. So we'll go ahead and just drop in some flesh color there. You can see there's a little red dot. Blending that out while I'm at it. And then this is going to be in the darker shadow areas. All right. There's that. A little warm gray, like a number 2, just to put some shadows in the white of the tunic. Okay. I said I was going to grab more orange yellow for the cape part. Again, we're trying to cover up that bleed a little bit. I actually like this kind of yellowish orange better for middle areas, because I can create brighter highlights with the white. Champagne. It's the grape that I use on the last tone again. What's the red I had? It's just the pommel, inside of the pommel is red. Okay. Let's get some darker red, and actually I'm going to use a brown for the dark red. And brown over red works good for creating shadows in red. See, you can almost not tell that there used to be red right there. A round of highlights real quick. Specular highlights. Kind of fix where I boogered up the sword when I was drawing it. Let's see. Putting some white in the blade. A little bit anyway. There's that. So use like a whiteout pen for the specular highlights, the really bright whites, and then a pencil where we want other, not quite as bright. All right, we'll call that. Well, let me grab the number 1 real quick and kind of clean up the outlines where the ink bled. 5. Thought I had a number 1 sitting out here, didn't it? 3. Drop it. Yes. 5. I'm just going to go create a thick outline around everything to unify it together and help clean up some of the bleeds or over marks. This one appears to be dying. Another one. Should have raided my office before I left work today. I got a bunch of ones there. Yeah, 8. It might be okay. One last look over here. There's one in this office. Hey, look at that. There's a 1. This one's not dead. I probably not should have not have done the drow part with the black outline, but it's too late now. There's one thing I could do to knock it back down, is go over with white, but I'm not sure how well that would look. Debating whether I want to go over them. I should do this. All right, we'll call that. So again, this was La Branche du Tanvalier. And I'm sure I'm probably pronouncing that all kinds of wrong. Okay. This is the reference I started with. This is the result. That's one down. See if we can do at least one more character here. Since it's a male, let's grab a female. Okay, this one's a little. The character looks like it's going to be easier because her costume's not as complicated. But we want to try and have some fun with her. So this is from X-Bane. You can see the branding on the graphics. Zabani, I'm not sure how you say the name. If you're watching, I apologize. Zabani, X-Bane. I'm guessing it's probably Zabani. Anyway, the character's name is Amelia, and we'll read a little bit about Amelia to get a feel for her. She is a shroom witch, which I assume means mushroom. She's also mute and cannot speak, using ASL to help her with trusted shroom buddy Bean to communicate. And I'm sure that's probably Bean there, right? She specializes in handling mushrooms, more specifically for handling for ingredients and potions. So even though she's a witch. Her specialty is like doing potions. A shroom witch's power is mostly shown by how well her shroom garden is kept. And Mia's by far the most amazing garden, as it grew so big it became a shroom forest. So that might be kind of fun if you draw her juxtaposed against a giant mushroom. Potion spells more than so big became shroom. You can make potion spells and more that focus and concern mushrooms. Okay, so the wand was handmade by her from a mushroom she grew. She really cherished. So look at the wand. The wand is right here. The little mushroom on the end. It's also alive. The wand. She can communicate with plants, fungi, with her touch. Okay, touch. I clipped off some of the first letter of the text on my printer. Touch, fingers and palms, and her power just grows along with her garden. She can communicate using the voices of mushrooms, but it doesn't work out very well. Okay, we don't need to worry about talking so much. Okay, and then she has a dragon fairy familiar named Trudy. Okay. She's outgoing. She's an outgoing gal who doesn't let negative feelings fester. She's a happy girl who loves the outdoors, adventure, and gardening, potion making, spell making, mushrooms. Mushrooms are Amelia's passion. She loves to read and to laugh. She enjoys the company of her loved ones, is very friendly and exceedingly polite. She's a quite proper kind of girl, but she isn't afraid to get a little dirty in her job. She's the kind of girl who is there for her friends, whether it be a shoulder cry on or to end lives. Okay, that got kind of dark. But she makes potions, and she does. There are poisonous mushrooms, so you never know. She has mint green hair. Seafoam hair. Her eyes are hot pink. Can't really see it in these, but hot pink. She's a beautiful black woman. Okay, so I'm probably going to use the flesh tones darker, like here. This looks pretty light down here. She wears cute clothing that always have pastel colors. She loves pastels, palettes. Okay, so that's good to know. Pastels. She adores dresses and very seldom is seen without one. Not to say she doesn't love all fashion. It's funny because of the samples that I found, there's one in a dress and there's one in shorts and one in like a bib overall. She does enjoy overalls, overall short skirts, and collar, blouses, aprons, and clothes, etc. She loves puffy sleeves, frills, and hair accessories. Specifically hairbands and bows and hairpins. She only wears Mary Jane's. Okay, that must be the shoes, right? Mary Jane's. She'd end up be seen wearing any other shoes. Anything with a cute mushroom character makes her feel over the moon with cuteness. She also uses a wooden wand with a mushroom cap with an eye on it. Okay, that's the one. The wand is alive. Okay, so that's a lot to work with. She's kind of buxom, kind of hippie. How much of it do I want to draw? Let's see. What are we thinking here? To end lives. Well, she's a mushroom witch, Katara. So Katara's asking about that to end lives part 2. I mean, hey, sometimes you got to kill for your friends, right? She's the kind of friend that will help you bury a body, apparently. So since I had to go so heavy on the red and green on the cake part, you can see it bled through. I'll set this to the side as my test pad for test colors. For the next round, that over there. Got a pencil. I'm trying to think. Cute clothing always have pastel colors. She likes dresses. She loves puffy sleeves. Both outfits here have puffy sleeves. Frills and hair accessories. Okay, so frills. Frills. None of these outfits have frills that I can think of, right? Or is this? No, that's. Okay. So let's see. Giant mushrooms. Beautiful black girl with mint green hair. Let's see. Let's make a giant mushroom to start with. You gotta be careful drawing mushrooms because they end up looking pretty phallic. This just kind of gives her something to lean against. That's what I'm thinking here. We have a giant mushroom. And then let's see, potions, wand. Potions, let's see. Maybe we can have her holding a potion with the wand, doing something with the potion. So I'm going to put a potion in the near hand. And then we'll have her holding her wand with the far hand. Like I said, I don't plan these things out in advance, so I'm not sure what I'm going to wind up with when I start doing these streams. So I just print out the character sheet with the whatever information I have on them, and then I go from there. Okay. So the wand is also a mushroom. Let's see. Try to avoid making it look phallic. We do some like Kirby Crackle kind of stuff for the power of the wand. The power of the wand. So just kind of do something like that around the wand. Okay. And then a potion. It's just, I have a bottle or some kind of carrier for the potion. I don't know what's going on here. It's just magic. Don't. Okay. And then a wand. There's some magic going on, and something happening with this bottle that's in your hand. And then, let's see. If it was that hand, the thumb would be on the outboard side. I think I'm tired of this music. Let's change up the music. There we go. Okay. It looks like she's got fairly long hands, so I can kind of. Sometimes I do this. I'll try and figure out where the hands are going to be, and then I'll make sure that the body matches. Needs to be on top of it. Okay, so we got that. Kind of like what's going on with this. I just got to try and make the body work with that now. So let's erase out the mushroom line so that's not distracting me. So I'm looking at the nose. It does have, can't really see it because it's not real big on camera, but you get kind of a button nose kind of thing going on. So you can see there's from the side, there's a pretty big slope. So that from the front, you have the tip and then the nostrils. So they're trying to get that. So she's got a deep recessed bridge between her eyes, but then it comes out to create the kind of a button nose thing, it looks like. Okay. Make her look too worried. Let's see. Sorry, it's the browse the other direction. She seems pretty happy, so she's smiling. She's got kind of going reference here. Looks like her lips are kind of thin. Just scroll down to the. Oh, by the way, if you want to check out Zabani's stuff, xabane.carrd.co. I'll actually post this in the chat. Let's take a look at Zabani's OCs. She's got a bunch of them. I'm assuming she. It's where the old guy in me gets in trouble for assuming, gender. But once I'm corrected, I'll do my best to use the right pronoun. But 56 years old, so Some things are hard. Some habits are hard to break. That didn't work. Tab maybe, so I can zoom in. Okay. I'm looking at the character on another screen. And the lips are pretty thin, although the bottom lip does. I can give her a bit of a bottom lip. And it looks like dimples are allowable. And I can either draw the ear showing, or I can forego the ear from the looks of it, depending on how I want to do the hair. Okay. Let's exaggerate this kind of hair flopping into the forehead. And then let's hair accessories. So let's see. I want to move for a hair accessory. Let's put a flower right here. How about that? The hair accessory. Maybe some other. Maybe we can hint at some other flowers too. What do you call those? Sprigs. Okay. And then we'll have the hair, or sorry, the ear showing up behind this one flower. Okay. So that pushes the neck back to here. And I gotta adjust the body for where I've got the head. I can still make the hand. That's one of the nice things. As long as you don't put the hands too far away from the body, you can put them wherever you want, and then kind of figure out the back motion. You know, the radius ulna, humerus. Kind of work your way back to the shoulders once you got that. So I've got her kind of leaning on the mushroom. Right? And then she's got really big hair. So I've got this mushroom like this. Big hair is not the word. It's ginormous hair. You can have the hair cascade over her shoulder a bit. Give her Puffy. I'm just trying to figure out where the arm is. Okay. Now that we've got that, we can. Puffy sleeves. We're working out where this other arm is through the magic. I'll probably do the magic before I draw the arm, so that way I'm accounting for it. Okay. So I'm gonna do a frill on the bottom of her shirt, and then I'm gonna do pleats for a skirt, kind of skirt dress kind of thing, to add some motion down here at the bottom. Okay. This will be like this. All right. So that's my basis for Amelia. Okay. So I'll grab kind of a red. Line. Thought I had a red one. Got a blue one. Okay, well, I guess we're doing blue magic. And red magic. And over here. Maroon Copic. Oh, I could use a paint pen. Let's do that. So, mushroom magic. I'm going to go with a green, I think. Kind of naturey. Right? So this is going to be for the magic part. So let's go ahead and do the magic. Because when I do the inking for the hands and the arms and all that, I'm not going to go through the magic. I'll do the magic first. Like I say, I really don't know what's going on there. It's magic. It's not meant to be anything in particular. That's the. Where do you think it's coming from? We got some magic going on. Be careful not to hit that because it's wet. Grab the not the one. Try to avoid touching anywhere the green is. Still trying to avoid the green. I think I lost the head of the mushroom there in my inking. So let's figure out where it is again. Got all quiet all of a sudden today. Sorry. Not sure what to say. Just trying to make sense of what I had up here, and I kind of lost track. So, this is going to be the mushroom back here. I think the green's dry enough for me to put my hand there now. Because I have the banks so low. Not sure if the eyebrows would even show at this point unless I draw them lower. Thoughtful. And then I can do this. Okay. Let's do that. Stuff here. I think I'm only going to get through 2 characters tonight. I might have to continue tomorrow. Do some erasing, I guess. So put the line back over there so I know where it is when they need it. Start thinking some pastel colors. She's a black girl. Green hair. What if we should do hair first? Because it frames the rest of her, and that'll tend to affect how the colors look next to it. Since it's just a large area. Mint green, though. Do I have a mint green? Sure, I've got all kinds of colors, right? Okay, so that's here for the shag, maybe. have. That's too green. I need something a little bluer, right? Ah, there we go. So that's the darker part. How does that look next to this? Might be too much differentiation. I think we're closer. More blue than green, but not too much blue. So many colors. It's another green. This is this color. So this is thin blue greens. But that's even darker than what I already have, I think. Yeah, so it's almost blue. That's definitely not green, that's blue. So it'd be the higher number, I think, of the greens. Lower and should be more blue. $72. It's like gray. So we're going to now, I know this is good for the shades. So we'll take care of that while I'm thinking of it. Somebody still watching? I'm not very talkative tonight. I don't have anybody to stream with me. I figured I'd be able to get at least 3 done tonight, but I'm only going to get 2 done at the rate I'm going. Maybe I'm being too ambitious with them. I probably should have stuck to a smaller size paper, and maybe that would have forced me to be a little quicker. That should have been the mushroom. It's okay. The mushroom's supposed to be like a red, yellow, kind of a mix. So I can probably the red I know I can go over, and the yellow once I do the red, maybe I can mix it with the yellow. So this is arms right here. Still can't quite find that minty green. Lots of yellow greens, and I have lots of deep blue greens, but I don't really have a minty green. Just really frustrated with that. There it is, green 00. Background music is just a loop, like a 5-minute long loop. Music maker jam or music jam maker. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but it's a royalty free music maker. Give you different beats and stuff. You just kind of mix them all together. Okay. 0, let me keep that handy in case I need it again. Okay. What do I have in my line pastels? I don't do much pastel with this one. Let's see what I've got. We'll go over this with colored pencil, I think. I like this shirt color. What I might do, let's go over with another color to shift it a little. Flowers in here, we're not want to kind of really colorful. Big swatch of this down and try some other colors over the top to see what we do with the shit. Take the light purplish color, light blue violet. And like that. That would be obvious. Just mix it with orange. Kind of like that color better. So let's make the blouse darker, but I like the color a little better than that kind of orangish red that it turned out to be. We're watching Resident Alien, catching up on the rest of season 3. More episodes of that to watch this weekend. Damn shows made me cry a couple times. The scenes with Aster and her father. I'm getting emotional on TV shows. Must be stressing in the real world. She-Hulk, the last She-Hulk, made me mad. Character does Gen 30 at the end of the episode. What's Guitar saying? Yes, sir. Guitar, what was that for? Sorry, I missed something. Okay, I think I like that better. Pale yellow, eggshell kind of color for the collars and oh, I asked if anyone was still here. Yeah, Guitar is still here. All right. Okay, let's see. Make her a pretty black girl, I guess. Let's see what colors I want the warmer, kind of like this color for the shadows, maybe. If I go light enough, it's not a bad base color, but I gotta be careful not to show the streaks. Let's see what else we got in this ring. This is a E39, E99, E51. That might actually work as a shadow on top of the one I just picked up. Huh? Let's see. 44 looks pretty dark. I was making her ashy, baby. Yeah, that's nine. Nope, way too dark. Although good for deep rich areas, maybe. 7. Again, too dark. 17. Hmm. 17 with a combination 99 on top. I think I like that for the base. It's warm, it's rich. Do. Black girl magic. It's funny to watch the conservative response to like colored people in fiction, fantasy. That's color. Guitar, what are you drawing tonight? I know you kind of listening, but what are you drawing? So that was 15. I kind of like that. Kind of pushing the shadows that way, assuming that the magic is like casting or brightening up this side. Maybe come in with like a green pencil or something to help sell some highlight or some magic in there. Let's see. All right. Let's do, those With kind of the purple top. Guitar says he's painting portraits. Anybody we know? You tired of me not talking to you? Go over and check out guitar. Guitar is better about talking or playing better music than I do. Start picking out some colors for flowers. Purple or something. Got some pretty flower colors. Pretty flowers. What color were her eyes again? Seafoam hair. Her eyes are hot pink. Hot pink. Do we have a hot pink? It kind of look like there's lace kind of. Portrait just of a friend, okay? $9 I'm going so slow tonight. Jesus. And white spots, white, off white. So this will be my base hoodie. Chisel tip seems dry. Time for more music changes. I'm tired of this loop yet. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. I'm going fine on a 2-hour stream. I'm already 2.5. I thought I could get 3 done in 2 hours. I think I originally was planning to do it like 5x7 on the size. And then I decided, for some reason, right before the stream, to go to letter size. I think that's why I'm a little slower and more real estate to cover. Just grab another colorway and leave for it. Make a run to the art store and get some other refills. Go as far as we can. If I go slow, I may be able to. Get it to fill. Or I could just swap to that red that I was using from the other brand. One's a lighter. Coral. Coral! You're a zombie, Coral. This is right. Different red. All right. Come on, Michael. Let's finish this up. And go watch Hocus Pocus. Comic Jam Sunday. We'll hang out with my art buddies in Hawaii. I'll be helping my daughter make Halloween decorations for her work. And we've got to pick up a piece of foam board for Halloween. I'll be at Pearl Ridge passing out coloring sheets, but I usually make a zombie photo board, which is kind of like, just draw some zombies on a foam board. And they cut a hole in the middle where kids or parents can stick their head through and be part of the zombie horde or be surrounded by zombies. Either way. Let's change that quick. These loops are pretty good though. I mean, they're only about 5 minutes long. You let them loop for about an hour before you get, tired of the. And get the blood pumping. I don't know what brand these pens are. Design marker. I can't remember where I got these. Yeah, I know they were cheap. If they're good backups, one of my culprits here. Don't want to cooperate with me if I don't have a refill. You remind me of the old ad markers, the Prismacolors. Video got way too long. Stuff these young designers won't realize is like clip art. You know, I remember when clip art was actually clipped. You know, you had the clipper books, which is like pages and stuff of you know, your poses and your whatever. Cut them out and photostat them. Got a waxer, a Diage Speed Coat waxer. Cut stuff out, throw it to the waxer, stick it on. Go over to the copy camera, shoot a negative. Kind of feel like a dinosaur sometimes. And you watch these young kids, you know, in the apps just running rings around you. Amazing what they can do in some of that software. I still work traditionally mostly. What else do I need to do? Shades on the mushroom flutes. This color makes no sense. I just liked it. I think it's kind of a pastelish color, so it works kind of with the character herself. That. This is just try and sell some of the form. And a really pale green. We'll try and bring some, you know, some of the magic glow up into the stuff behind it. I'm gonna have to do a pencil for some of this. This is like a greenish yellow.
Pencil.
This is try and sell the glow a little bit. So I'm trying to put some green around where the magic's going on. And it's not, it's not 100%. I think it helps create a sense of lighting. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting close to done. I want to give some lashes though, so it can kind of in need of some lashes. I think we'll call it done. I mean, if anything, I would just want to put in maybe some blue or something in the background to set it. But let's see. We can use a blue pencil maybe. Yeah. Drop. instead. Use that one. Just gonna use a blue pencil to kind of drop in some background color, and then we'll call it done. Get them a background. Stephen Antonio says, aloha. Aloha, Stephen. You came just in time for me to wrap up, I think. So I only got through 2 characters tonight. Looking kind of slow. So I'll probably do another stream tomorrow to try and get the rest done. But okay. So the first one is Michael Rice's character of Le Branche du Temps Voliere. So this was the reference. And this is the result. And the second character is Amelia, the Mushroom Witch. This is the reference, and this is the result. So, all right. All right. Thank you for watching, folks. I'm going to call it a night and go watch Hocus Pocus.